No, no, honey, it's for all of us. Hey everybody, today I am going to show all of you how to make a very quick, a very simple guacamole. On this channel, I upload a lot of recipes that use guacamole. And oddly enough, I've never posted a guacamole recipe on the channel. So I thought I would just make a very quick batch of guacamole today and show you guys how to do that. At the end of the video, we're gonna have Olivia, my 3-year-old, taste it for us and tell us what she thinks. So without further ado, this is guacamole. Alright, so for ingredients. You're obviously going to need 1 or 2 avocados. The more the better, obviously. You're gonna need some salt. You're going to need a lime, an onion, actually about 1/4 of an onion, a tomato, and I like to add a little bit of cheese. There are a few different ways to make guacamole, but my God in heaven, how messy is this? There are a few ways to make guacamole, but we're just gonna make a really simple one today. The most important thing is that you pick good avocados. A ripe avocado will be pretty black. It'll be soft to the touch, but it will not be mushy. Do not use an overripe avocado, a mushy avocado. So in order to pick the best avocado, you actually do need to touch it. And I know a lot of supermarkets in Japan don't let you do that. So I actually have a lot of trouble buying avocados in Japan. I kind of like to touch them. The first thing I'm gonna do is smash up the avocado. I don't know if there's a proper way to do it, but this is just how I do it. Okay, now do you see this over here? This means it's a little too ripe, but that's okay. Ideally, the whole avocado should look like this. This one here is a perfect avocado. So I remove the seed like this, like this. I like to go ahead and cut up the avocado just because it makes it easier to work with. This part always gets a little messy. See, it works really well. If you cut it, it works really well. Now I want to mash this up. I'm going to take the back of my fork and just start mashing like this. See, if the avocado is not ripe enough, it's almost impossible to do this. But right now we're using some really nice avocados, so I'm able to mash this up pretty nicely. There are actual mortars you could use for this, but I just use this. The best avocados are from Mexico, in my opinion. So if you can find a Mexican avocado, that's what I would recommend. I kind of push down on this part of the fork while I'm mashing the avocado, just so I don't ruin my fork. I'm gonna give this a stir. You can make this as mushy as you like. I like to just make sure I don't have any avocado chunks in here. That was the hard part, actually. The tomato gets added at the end. Remember that, not at the beginning. We're using about 2 avocados, so you're gonna want about 2 or 3 tablespoons of chopped onion. If you really like onion, you can add more, but that should be enough. I'm gonna use about this much onion. Actually, this might be too much even. You want to try and chop this as finely as you can. Now you're just going to add a couple of small handfuls of onion. You're going to mix the onion into the avocado. If you have kids, this is enough onion for sure. Now we're going to add some lime and some salt. This is the tricky part because depending on your avocado, you are going to need a different amount of lime juice and salt. So just make sure you don't over lime at the beginning. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of lime. So let's start with that. I'm gonna mix that. Then I'm gonna add some salt, about this much. Try that. You don't want to over salt at the beginning either. You're gonna be tasting as you go along. Oh, that's perfect. Actually, that was perfect. For every 2 avocados you use, you'll need at least, what? For every... But you look like Michael Jackson when you walk like that. It makes me laugh. Sorry, guys. For every 2 avocados you use, you'll need about at least a quarter of a lime. Okay, so all we're gonna do now is add some tomato. I definitely need to sharpen my knife. Now I'm just gonna add this to the guacamole. Try not to add too much of the tomato juice. Okay, so I added some tomato and it diluted the flavor a bit. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more salt. Once you've got your tomatoes in here, you don't want to mix it too much because you're just gonna mash the tomatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit more lime. And again, I'm trying not to mix this up too much. That's lovely. Now all I'm gonna do is just sprinkle some cheese on here. And that is all. I am going to serve it with some tortilla chips, but you can use regular chips or you can use vegetable sticks. Basically, guacamole goes good with absolutely everything. Now I'm just gonna taste it to make sure it's good before I give it to Olivia. You know. That looks so good. It's so good. It's really good. These tortilla chips are quite salty too, which is actually nice. A lot of salt. Oh, it's so good. Let's have Olivia try some. Dip like that. Ooh. How is it?
Yummy.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Is it good?
Yummy. It's yummy.
It is? Yeah?
Yummy.
Mmm. No, no, honey, it's for all of us. Normally, you're not supposed to double dip. We call this double dipping. When you dip, you take a bite, and then you dip again. You're not... Okay. Oh, yes, 4 of us. That's why I have 4, right,
Like that.
4 chips. That's right, she knows 4. That's right. Nani?
美味しかった。
美味しかった、やったー。
美味しかった。
Oh, thank you.
美味しくないのは嫌だから美味しかった。
よかった。Normally, you're not supposed to double dip. Do you know what that means, double dip? It means like this. You take some, you bite into the chip, and then you dip again. That's called double dipping. You're not supposed to do that, but today, we're gonna finish the whole thing, so it's okay. Who loves guacamole?
I love guacamole.